Hi everyone, it's Amy. It is the fourth week of August, and I'm actually really excited. We are doing so great in Diamond Club, and I'm so excited for our entire team. Out of over 200 people, we are actually still in 32nd place, which is really amazing. I would have to say that's really impressive. So thank you guys to everyone who has had classes and scheduled classes with their friends or with their downline. Thank you for taking the time to set up these classes and one-on-ones for me to be at. It is such an honor and a blessing to meet so many families and touch so many lives. I hope you know that that's what we're doing. This isn't just a fun thing for me. This is something that I get to, just enjoy blessing others and serving others' needs. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we're still at the top out of over 200 people. Amazing. You guys are awesome. I love my team. This quote that I wanted to share with you is all about setting goals. It says, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. This is actually a quote that I've had in front of me for years, even before doTERRA. We've all had times where, we've just wanted to do nothing all day, but we have a huge list of priorities that we knew we had to get done. So we just do it. But what about those things that we want? We want to reach our goals with doTERRA, but we have children, we have full-time jobs, we have financial difficulties, we don't have space in our homes. We have all these things that are priorities or hindrances or whatever you want to call them, and so they keep us from creating goals and therefore reaching goals, really. And that's what this quote really means to me, is that if I don't aim at anything, then I'm not going to hit anything either. Nothing is nothing. Action is everything. Okay? So we're going to talk about that today because I think a lot of you guys have realized what doTERRA's Diamond Club can do for each individual that partakes in it. After you have a class and you really fully understand what Diamond Club is and how it can change everything for you, whether you're just getting started or you're kind of stuck at a rank or whatever it is that you're trying to do individually, I think many of you have come back to me and said, hey, I realize what this is for me, what it can do for me, so let's schedule some more classes. Can you do this? Can you do that? And so I'm so excited to see that momentum build for all of you individually and as a team, because it's really going to cause us all to grow as people and as a team and as our goals grow as well. So I'm really excited about having you guys come back to me with that excitement. So let's talk for a second about goals. This is how I treat goals in my life. Actually, in the beginning with doTERRA, I kind of shrugged off goals. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm not going to write down a goal, like, by this date I'm going to be this rank or I'm going to be making this amount of money. And I kind of kicked myself that I never really took it that seriously and never wrote my goals down. The main goal that I stuck to was hitting silver rank by 2 years. Okay, so I gave myself 2 years mainly because I was working full-time, so I was doing doTERRA after work, and I was dealing with a back injury. So I couldn't necessarily, I could push myself, but it wouldn't be healthy for my body. So I gave myself 2 years. I felt like that was a realistic goal. The good news is that it only took me 22 months, so just under 2 years, and I was able to hit my goal. And I'm very excited about that because that was the only goal that I had set before me. I had spoken it out loud to my upline, Match and Alicia Triplett. I had told my husband about that goal, so it was in front of me. I was aiming at that goal, and I was able to reach it. And so really that was the best thing for me to have done. However, I do think I could have reached it faster had I set some more monthly or or quarterly goals. So we're going to talk about that really briefly because some of you guys need this during the next 3 months of Diamond Club. We have 3 months left, September through November. So really sit down and think. First of all, I want everyone to grab out a piece of paper and a pen and write down your time commitments. You know, what hours you're doing this or that, when you're picking up the kids, when you're, you know, making dinners, whatever it is that are, you know, obviously you can't cut them out of your day. They're priority, they're important. Write the other things that you fill your time with, whether it's TV or Facebook, and be real with yourself. Really expose yourself, because I think a lot of us, especially with the internet, we don't realize how much time we spend on Facebook or the internet just doing random things. So write that down, and maybe for the next several days to a week, reflect daily on how much time you're spending on Facebook, TV, etc., etc. Okay? Because this is what's going to help you not only set your goals, but realize how much time you actually can put into your reaching your goals. So even if it's only an hour a day, 2 hours a day. I've had people say, I have 5 hours a day. Great, you're going to do great things with 25 hours a week if that's the time that you have. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill those hours, or that 1 hour, with small steps, small actions, such as calling people, reconnecting with people, giving out samples to people, seeing if they're interested in hosting a class, following up with people who have already signed up as a wellness advocate, helping your team that may be also sharing or doing the business with you. All of these, it sounds like a lot when you say it and list it out like that, but truly, truly, let me tell you, usually each of these tasks takes me about 10 to 15 minutes, if not less, for me to call someone and follow up and say, hey, how are you doing? Do you have any questions? I recommend doing it over the phone. I do know on my team who's really great at texting and who's really great at emailing, and we'll do that too, but I also know who prefer to talk on the phone instead. So you get to know your team as you go, and you can work with people that way. But taking that time and scheduling it into your day, actual schedule, and actually sticking to it, that consistent small actions can really add up over time. Okay? So let's talk about setting these goals now that we know kind of what we're, you know, the small things we're going to do to reach those goals. Let's set these goals. So I'm reading a book called The Compound Effect. Totally forget who the author is, but you can Google it. It's very popular. It's called The Compound Effect. It's amazing. And he explains the importance of setting a goal, kind of like when you're shopping for a new car. Okay, so let's think about this. When you shop for a new car, you don't just go and pick any car because you like the color or the way it looks. Yeah, maybe that's how we initially think about it, but we also have to do a lot of research. And so when we know that we're going to buy a new car, we start looking online, we start going to the dealerships and talking to people, asking people we know who have that car questions about how they like it, or finding out all the information about that car to see if it really truly is the car that you want. But the funny thing is, and I know everyone's going to shake their head when I explain this, but when you're doing that and you're doing all that research into that car and you're driving around and you start noticing that that particular car is everywhere. You're like, oh my goodness, hundreds of people have this car. And it's not a coincidence. It's not like those cars weren't there when you were driving around the weeks before. They were there, you just didn't notice them because your focus was not on that car, right? And so that's kind of how goals are. If we don't write down our goals and say maybe post it on a post-it note on in the bathroom or on your front door or on the coffee pot, you know, someplace that you could read it every single day. You know, if you're not focused on a specific goal, then you're not going to see, first of all, opportunities on how to reach that goal. You're not going to be focused on the actions that it takes, and so therefore you're not going to do those actions and stay consistent with them because it's not your focus. It's not something that's on your mind that you're reaching for. And so I love that illustration because it's so true. And so if you put your focus on a goal, so for example, now I'm not a fan of setting goals I can say a dollar amount, like I want to make $2,000 a month by X date. That's okay. It is great for us to dream on dollar amounts and ranks and all that stuff. But the truth is, you know, you want to be focused still on serving others. So one of my favorite goals is each month I reevaluate my goals and I think, okay, how many families do I have time to help and help them learn more about essential oils and get them started? So I think, you know what, this month I'm going to reach 5 new families, get them enrolled, get them set up with their enrollment kits, and meet with them once they have their kits so that I can make sure that they're using their oils for their family's specific needs. That's how much time I felt I had that month, so I said 5. You can do 10. You can do 20. I literally had people enrolling 20 people a month. I mean, it's possible. I know others who enroll 100 people a month, which is crazy to me, but it's possible. So we're not focused on that dollar amount or getting them enrolled. We're focused on serving their needs. It still is great, though, to set more specific goals talking about rank. So if you told me that you want to pay for your oil habit, you want to earn your oils for free, then I'm going to say, well, your goal then is to hit elite rank, which is 3,000 PV in sales that month, plus get your power of 3. So your goal is then to focus on helping those that you've already enrolled get on the Loyalty Rewards program so that you can start setting up your power of 3. And maybe even that means you're helping them get their power of 3. So that month your focus is all about Loyalty Rewards. But see, if you didn't know that you were reaching for elite rank and that you wanted that power of 3 bonus, you wouldn't look into, well, how do I get that power of 3 bonus? And who can I call? Because these 4 people already enrolled under me, I should call those 4 people and tell them about LRP. Now you know which steps to take, and it is reachable because you're focused on the specific steps that will get you there. And when you're having conversations with these people, you'll start to recognize, oh, hey, I should tell them about LRP because my goal is to, in fact, get my power of 3 going. So please understand that I'm not telling you to make these like crazy long goals. Keep it simple for the first month. Maybe just keep it simple and go from there. Make it reachable. Write it down. Tell a friend. Tell an upline. Tell me. It is important that you have a mentor that listens and understands your goals so we can help you get there because we've been there. So reach out to us because that's what we want. And we have an amazing team and support team. But I really hope that you'll stop aiming at nothing so that you don't hit it every time. Okay, that was super cheesy. But I do hope that you guys will set some goals, especially with Diamond Club. Because I know that I've seen you guys. I've seen your efforts just to fill your classes because you want to take care of me and make sure that I'm there for a reason. And I so appreciate all your efforts. But just so you know, I'm there for you. I'm there to help you reach your goals. So let's do this. Write down your goals. Keep track of your schedule like we talked about in the beginning. Write it down. Reflect on that. Set your time, how much time you can do each month or each day or week and schedule it into your day and do it. If you need help with those steps or those actions or figuring out what it should be or what your goal should be, let me know and I'll help you. I am so excited for this upcoming September. It's going to be amazing. So I can't wait to see you guys again, to talk to you guys again in the September classes and hear your goals. Alright guys, I hope you guys all have a great day. If you're not already a part of our Facebook group, please let me know so I can add you. I just put up an awesome video. It's 2 minutes. Head on over there and check it out. It's about the bamboo tree. Just trust me. Go check it out. Alright guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon.